All right, our Healthy New Year continues today with Fleet Feet Sports. Excuse me.
Debbie Rice and Shauna Spencer are here with us. Talk about some programs we're getting you off and running in 2015, whether it's a 5K all the way to half marathons. You guys can get us going.
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Well, with the 5K program, we really start wherever the person is at, whether it's the first time that they've ever run before or whether it's something that they've done for a while they just want to maintain. We have different pacing groups that let the people get an experience wherever they are at.
Okay.
Interesting. You know, our former meteorologist, Julie Wonders, is a big runner, but she kind of got into it late in life. And I used to ask her, is it better to sort of push yourself to go as far as you can, as fast as you can, or to kind of do that slowly, pace yourself and run longer so that you're doing more exercise?
Mm-hmm. Well, as a new runner, we encourage trying to avoid injury as much as possible. And so one of the things that we really do is encourage people to listen to their bodies. In No Boundaries, we have several different ways to help the person educate themselves about listening to their bodies, putting good food in, and taking time and pacing yourself. So it is about extending distance and being able to go for longer periods of time, but it's also about taking yourself where you're at and being honest about where you can move to.
Sure. And Debbie, you did this.
I did.
And obviously you were a success at this. Talk to us about the experience. I mean, is it kind of daunting getting started?
Yeah, because, you know, you're new and it's overwhelming, but they have a very good, encouraging method, and you have several different paces that you can follow based on how you feel that day and what you want to push yourself to do. And they talk to you the whole time, so you know if you need to change your stride, breathe differently, all those things that go into being successful.
And how'd you like it overall?
I finished.
That's awesome. And talk to us real quick about this time of year. We know you've been telling us we're going to have some freezing, literally, temperatures this week. If people want to get out and go run, it's important to make sure that you're prepared with your gear.
That's correct. That's correct. There's a lot of different gear that's out there. Different materials and things have been developed to be able to hold the heat in close to your body, but still be very breathable. So some of the clothing that I brought in here today, it's actually woven and developed to be able to hold your body heat in close to you while still keeping yourself really lightweight. Some of the things that runners have been kind of moving towards is maybe wearing vests or very light coats that are designed to have a thermal quality to them to hold the body heat. For instance, this specific vest here has these little pockets that have down in them. They are weather resistant, so that if you're out in slush or snow or rain, it won't go through to your skin and it won't cause the down to create any bacteria, but it holds the heat in. You can kind of see the pockets are over specific key areas of the body to keep you warm.
All right, we're going to talk more about that coming up in the next hour.
Yeah, and we'll go through some of these other products too. Stay with us.
And of course, Early Bird Gets the Win. Go register that you can get in the 5K program. We'll be right back. Our Healthy New Year continues with Fleet Feet Sports.
Debbie Rice and Shauna Spencer with Fleet Feet are here with some programs that help motivate you to get running.
Yes, all right. We are.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And the program is called No Boundaries 5K, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And then Winter Warriors is our 13.5.
Okay.
How do we get involved?
We can go to our website, www.fleetfeetasheville.com, or you can go on our Facebook page, which is Fleet Feet Asheville, and through there's links where you can get signed up for either one.
Now, this is a 12-week program. It meets Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock, Wednesday evenings at 6. And where do you start? What do you do with people when they first come?
Well, when they first come, we kind of get them connected with a mentor or a coach, depending on what their level is at. Before, as she said, we work with mentors to get in their different pacing groups. So we find out kind of what you're comfortable with and where you start at as far as minute per mile, and then we work from there.
Okay.
So in 3 months, you did this program, Debbie. In 3 months, you ran a 5K and you finished it.
I did.
And you had been a runner before? You had never been a runner?
Sort of. I have done a couple of 5Ks. I ran Girls on the Run with my daughter years ago and did the color run last year, but I wouldn't say I was a runner.
Okay.
So now I have a few more skills in my toolbox to be a little more successful there.
I was just going to ask you, so what did you learn that really helped you?
How to breathe, how to pace my steps, using intervals. So you walk some, you run some, and you progress where you're running more and walking less based on how you're feeling, and you pace yourself with other people, and that's a good progression.
How's it feel when you hit that finish line?
Really good.
And you did it also as a family endeavor.
Yeah, I had kids home from college and my daughter in high school, and we all ran together.
That's great.
And if you're already a pretty experienced runner, you also offer training for a half marathon.
That's correct, yes, yes. So with that, at the very beginning, we kind of ask that you be able to run 3 miles, because that's a good starting base off point, and we kind of go from there. You add mile by mile each week, and we do endurance training along with that as well.
So
That's
Debbie,
for the half
next
marathon.
Correct.
Sorry.
And Debbie, that's next for you.
No, I'm going to do another 5K. And it's going to get better and faster.
Okay, that's perfect. So talk to us about how much this cost.
Oh, that's a good question. So the 5K training program, like we said, it is 12 weeks. That starts out at $75.
Okay.
The Winter Warrior, which is also a 12-week program, that one it starts at $100, just because that's a little bit more intensive as far as the coaching and mentors go.
Okay, talk to us really quick about gear. It's important to have, especially shoes. If you're starting out, if nothing else, make sure you invest in some good shoes.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's completely accurate. I brought 2 shoes. With these ones, these are trail shoes, and I brought these just because we were talking about being able to run in the colder weather. These are specifically something that you can bring out when it's snowing outside, because it does have a little bit more aggressive bottom on it. So if there's slush or snow, or you're worried at all about slipping, the little bit more aggressive bottom helps with that, so that you can be a little bit more confident in each step.
Okay.
Some other things that I brought were some different kinds of mittens. So these are a nice lightweight mitten. It has an extra layer on it here, where if the weather is not as cold, you can just wear it as a glove.
Wow.
Or you
does
can
have
double
the yep, and then a kind of a windshield at the top that just folds down over. Gives you a little bit more temperature variance there.
Wow. And we're almost out of time, but I know I want to point out these 2 cool, quick things. This you put on your arm, right?
That's
so
right.
You kind of put it right here, and it helps cars see you. And then this
Especially
one,
as it gets darker earlier.
Yes.
and then this one is an ear warmer, but it's got a little hole back here.
Yeah, it does have a hole. That's for us girls to be able to put our ponytails through.
Or any guys that have a
not all
ponytail.
of us.
too.
That's true. That's true.
Well, Debbie and I will stick with the armband because our hair's not going in a ponytail. All right, thanks so much. We're also giving away one of those 12-week training programs coming up in just a bit in our Early Bird Gets the Win.
Make sure you go to facebook.com and enter.
Correct.